y'all doing today?
Hello there. Oh, wow. This is fancy.
Good morning and welcome to the NCAA Women's Final Four pre-championship press conference. Joining us on the stage are the UCLA Bruins. We'll hear an opening statement from Coach and follow up with questions for Lauren, Kiki, and Gabriela. This time, Coach, get you started.
Thank you all for being here. You know, I think one of the coolest parts about being able to participate in this role is being able to see behind the scenes all that goes into creating an elite experience for these student athletes. And part of that is all of you in terms of telling their amazing stories, shining a light on their incredible journeys. And just want you to know it doesn't go unnoticed or unappreciated, and our game is not in the position it is without your contributions to that. You know, we are expectant. This is not a surprise for us to be here. We expected and believed that we would be in Tampa. And so, and that being said, we're really grateful, but we are ready to compete. And so we're excited about that opportunity. Obviously, incredible respect for the other 3 teams that are in this tournament and excited to match up against those.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open up with questions. We'll start right here to my left, our left, and then we'll come back over to our right.
Hi, Sabrina Merchant, The Athletic. I guess for Kiki or Gabriela, did either of you get a chance to watch the McDonald's All-American game this week? And for Lauren, what's it been like for your family to have all of this going on at once?
I did not watch. We were on the plane actually while the game was going on, but obviously saw a lot of the highlights on social media. I want to give a big shout out to Sienna for doing such a great job and winning MVP. But it's really cool to have her coming in, and we're very excited for her and Lauren and the entire Betts family.
Yeah, obviously we didn't get to watch, but when we landed, Avery was sitting in front of me. She's like, "Oh, Sienna won MVP," and I had no idea. So I'm just so happy for her. And the family group chat was texting all night, basically. So it's been a crazy couple of past days for my family. But just super proud of her always, and she's just so amazing. So yeah.
We're going to go to our right, sir.
Hi, ladies. Kurt Sandval from ABC7 back home. If 2 of the 3 of you could answer, at this point to get to here, you get a lot of congratulations, but also a lot of distractions between text and social media. What is the challenge of accepting that, but also eliminating the noise?
Yeah, I think that is a difficult part, and learning how to navigate that can be hard, but our coaches do a great job of giving us tools to handle these situations. And I think for me personally, after we won the Elite 8 game to come to the Final Four, I was really excited, and I was looking at all the stuff on social media, and I give myself, 2 days, and then after that, I think it's time to lock in for our next opponent. But yeah, just try not to give too much of your attention to that, because a lot of people are saying things, that can piss you off, you don't agree with, and they're not in our circle, and so understanding that they don't know what's going on behind the scenes in our locker room, and the people in our locker room are most important.
We're going to stay to our left. It's 3rd row, and then we're going to come up to the 2nd row.
Hi, Jalen Johnson with Rising Media Stars. This is for Lauren. You've been really open about the time that you took off for your mental health last season, and I want to just say thank you for your honesty with that. But you've talked about how you learned that you are more than a basketball player, and I just wanted to give you the chance to say who Lauren Betts is aside from basketball.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you also. But I think that I always try to remind myself that I'm so much more than basketball. And I think I always talk about how I really value the relationships I have with the people around me in my close circle. So, I'm like a daughter, I'm a teammate, I'm a sister, I'm a friend. So just reminding myself that, yes, like basketball is what I do, but it's not who I am at the end of the day. And all of this is amazing. But when I go back home to my teammates and my family, that's really what matters to me. So.
We can get the microphone over to the 2nd row, please. I see both of you. We'll go 2nd, back to the 3rd, and then we'll come back up to the 2nd row again. See you as well. Thank you.
Annie Costable, Front Office Sports. Corey, this question's for you. With the transfer portal being open, love the laugh. With the transfer portal being open while you guys are still playing, what challenges does that present, and how do you have to adjust your staff to accommodate that need?
Actually, if we could hold, we're doing questions for Coach Post, so we're going to continue to fill those questions to the student athlete.
I'm so
We'll come back to
sorry.
you, Annie. Promise. We can go third row. If you can raise your hand higher, we'll get to you.
What's going on, y'all? Misha Jones, also with Rising Media Stars. I'm from the DMV, Kiki. So I wanted to ask you specifically, what is it about that area that you think molded you as a player? And are there some faves from that area that have played in this tournament and been stars that you kind of take inspiration from?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in DMV, I always say it's the best basketball area in the country. But I think just the level of competition through high school and AAU really prepared me for the next level. I mean, I grew up, going to the WCAC championship games and just seeing all the fantastic leagues there. And watched a lot of players at St. John's, DeMatha on the guys' side, and I just think that, seeing that really motivated me to just continue to get better, and so grateful to be from that area.
We're going to go to our right in this corner. We're going to come back over to the side. Please proceed.
Carl Adam at Hearst Media. Kiki, can you talk about the jump that Lauren has made this season from start to finish, and to follow Lauren, if you could talk about the same thing, the work you've done and the pressure you've dealt with to be an elite player?
Yeah, I mean, Lauren's obviously improved so much over these past few years, and I think for all of us, just being able to see that firsthand every day in practice. And, she worked so hard. She put in so much work in the spring and the offseason and the summer, and I think that's where her game just really, really improved so much. And I think, from the first day in summer workouts and in preseason, I could just tell what a different player she was and kind of a different confidence that she had about her, because we all knew the entire time the incredible player that she was, but I think a lot of it was about her realizing that and just being able to kind of play with her, help her alongside, and that journey has been an incredible honor. And I mean, she's obviously unstoppable out there on the court, and just very grateful to play with her.
Thanks, Key.
We're going to stay on our right. If you can raise your... I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Please proceed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. Thanks, Key. To add to that, I would say, I mean, kind of like what Kiki said, I think it's just me finally realizing the player that I am, and I think that a lot of it has to do with not just the basketball side, but like the mental work that I've done this past season. I think that, just talking to Coach Shannon, having those conversations about taking away all the pressure of when I'm on the floor and just playing for my teammates and understanding like the moment and what I have to do, I think that's just made me the player that I am. I mean, I think also I have to give a lot of credit to this program and like the amount of confidence that they've given me and like all the love that they've showed me these past couple of years. I mean, I'm just super grateful to be at UCLA. So thank you.
All right, we're going to go to our second row. We'll go to the back, and then we'll come back over. I see you. Yes, please.
Okay.
No, right next to you. Thank you. Please proceed.
Tukni Nguyen with the LA Times for Kiki. I know you talked earlier this year about your relationship with Jordan Canada. What has that been like for you as you've gone through this from freshman now to junior year? She was in a similar situation, a point guard for the #1 recruiting class. And like, how is just she and maybe some of the other alumni helped you kind of grow throughout this process now to the Final Four?
Yeah, I think we would, all of us sitting up here would say how impactful all of the UCLA alumni have been on our journey. I mean, they've just been so supportive throughout this entire year. And since we've gotten here, JC was someone I watched before I came to UCLA. And, I really, really have always admired her. And just, over these past few years, she's been at practices. She's helped us get better, helped us prepare for games. And now to see her, like, watching from afar and just kind of, she'll send me congratulatory texts after games and just, certain things. And I think having their support really means a lot because, part of the reason why we're in this position is because of the, the work that they did to build this program, and we're continuing to carry that on.
You can raise your hand in the back. He'll get to you. We'll come back up to the front. I see you as well. I still saw you in the front row as well. Please proceed.
Hi, Bella Munson with The Next. Lauren, I also wanted to ask you about the ESPN story about your mental health. I was wondering if there was any particular reason you decided to do that story recently. It was published, I think, 2 weeks ago, and how you feel since sharing it. And Kiki and Gabriela, if you could talk about what, if any, changes you've seen in Lauren since she's been more open about her mental health struggles, that would be really appreciated.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I wanted to come out with the story is because I felt like I was finally in the right place to do so. I think that I'd just done a lot of healing since then, and I was like, you know what? I just don't feel like I have to really hide this anymore. And I think the responses that I've had since then have truly just like validated, what I did and what I put out. And I think that the amount of love and support that I've gotten just means a lot to me, and to help young girls who I guess didn't really have anyone to look up to. Like I personally, I had mentors, and I'm really thankful, but I know there's a lot of young girls who don't. And so I think just for me to be an outlet and to kind of validate their feelings and to know that there's someone out there who's dealing with the same thing that I am, I think is just really important. But yeah, I'm just really grateful for all the love and support that I've been receiving since that article. It means a lot to me. So.
And for follow-up questions, can we start with Kiki and then go to Gabriela?
Yeah, I mean, I just think Lauren's willingness to be open about a topic that's not easy is inspiring to all of us. And I think, we've all seen her grow in her confidence over these, over these past few months. And I think I've even seen another step in that over these past few weeks towards the end of the season. And, yeah, just really proud of her for that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. I'm just super proud of Lauren and, the way she emphasizes mental health and is an advocate for it, especially with student athletes, because it is something super important. And being a student athlete is, very hard at times. It's super fun. I'm super thankful. But to see Lauren just advocate for not only herself, but for so many others is really inspiring. And I'm just super proud of her and the way she has grown throughout her college experience and college career.
We want to shift to our right.
Hi, I'm Gigi with Overtime. And Lauren, what is something Sienna is better at than you?
God. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, like in basketball or just like in life in general? Like
Basketball.
Basketball? Ooh, okay, I will say she's a way better shooter than I am. And to be honest, like I feel like for her being younger, I think she is a little bit smarter than I am too. Like she's genuinely one of the smartest basketball players I've ever been around. So yeah, credit to her. I don't know where she got it from, but yeah. Yeah.
Want to shift to our left? If you could raise your hand in the black front row. Thank you.
Yeah, Mitch North of SB Nation. Kiki, I know you played against AZ in high school. What kind of, from your perspective, makes her a great player, and are you looking forward to kind of matching up with her again on such a big stage, and what are you looking forward to about that matchup?
Yeah, she's a great player. We played against each other a lot throughout high school. Our high schools were 15 minutes away from each other. And I think she's always been a fantastic shooter, one of the best shooters that I've been able to see and stuff. And I think just grateful to have another opportunity to play against her and, the UConn team. But, yeah, it's really cool that both of us are from the DMV.
Well, stay on our left-hand side if you could raise your hand with the blue jacket so we can get that microphone to you.
Shane Patagna with the Tampa Bay Times. I had a question for Gabriela. So knowing that your brother Jaime made his own run with UCLA to the Final Four in 2021, has he given you any advice on how to handle this new and big stage of the Final Four?
Yeah, I was very thankful that I got to, watch my brother's 2 games in Indiana on his team's run. But he's been super busy with his own basketball games and things like that. But he's always supporting, and I just really appreciate his support.
We're going to go to our right-hand side. Joey, if you could raise your hand, they can get to you.
Joey Johnston with the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. Lauren, I wanted to ask you, there's players and other programs that have been to this event. This is the first time around for UCLA. You guys have been here for a few days. How do you mix business with pleasure? Do you get some time to enjoy the community, and what do you think so far of what it's been like here?
No, it's unbelievable. We kind of talked about it in film. Just Coach Shannon brought it up, just enjoying the moment. Obviously, we talked a lot about media and how there's going to be a lot of things going on and it'll be a little hectic, but just acknowledging that we're here at the Final Four and this is a huge deal and it's a huge accomplishment for this program, and just having fun. I mean, we're all here together, we all love each other so much, and just to experience this together I think is amazing. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun, and obviously we're also reminding ourselves at the end of the day we're here to win as well, and it's a business trip, and at the end of the day, we're here to play in the Final Four as well, but we can also just have fun and enjoy each other's company. So,
take our final question for student athletes. If you could raise your hand on the right-hand side so we can get to you. Right, you had your hand raised previously. Am I? Yep. No longer? Okay, we'll hit this last question on our left-hand side. If you could raise your hand. Thank you.
Hi, Jennifer Porty from Let's Talk Women in Basketball. What have you guys learned about yourself throughout this tournament?
I can take that one first. Yeah, I mean, I think our toughness and our resilience has been something that we've really worked on, and that it's been on display throughout this tournament. I think especially in our LSU game, our ability for so many people different to step up and hit big shots and make big plays, and just our ability to play in those close games and find a way to pull them out.
I would say the same thing. I think our toughness and I think our composure as well. Obviously, like it's a game of runs. Things are going to go wrong. People are going to have fouls or be in foul trouble. But I think just making sure that, it's next man up. And I think that just talks about, like, the depth of our team. I mean, everyone's just ready, and you have such a talented roster that when things go wrong, like, we know at the end of the day we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I would just add exactly what they said, but our togetherness, how powerful we are when we stay together throughout the whole game, and we play for each other. So I've had so much fun so far, and I can't wait for more.
Thank you, Lauren, Kiki, and Gabriela. At this time, the locker room is now open, and the 3 student athletes will move to the mix zone. We'll now open up for questions for Coach. Annie, we will start with you.